You're listening to the Mouse Ears and Wishes podcast. This is episode number 45 for the week of November 9th. I'm Stefan.
And I'm Jen.
And we're your hosts on this Disney podcast.
Hi everyone, welcome back.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
You may have noticed we skipped a couple weeks there. Things were just a little busy at home and life and all that kind of stuff. So we apologize, but we will try to be consistent.
Yes, stay the course.
In the future.
And maintain. Yeah.
Yes.
But glad to be back.
Glad to be back.
Yeah.
Hope you guys are glad as well. We left you on a cliffhanger in our last episode with our show bracket. So you will get part 2 of that today.
Yes.
Very exciting. Mystery will finally be solved. What is our favorite show? Now you'll know.
Or at least one of our favorite shows.
Yeah, someone's favorite show. It won't be mine, but someone's favorite.
Maybe you'll win this time. It could happen.
Never happens.
Stranger things have happened.
Never happens for me. It's fine. Stranger things.
It's because you win all the ones that are early.
Right.
And then you don't win the final one.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my 4th of July ears, my patriotic ears in celebration of Election Day. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But I was feeling patriotic, so I decided to wear my 4th of July ears today.
Looks good on you.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's a great look.
Yeah, blue looks good on me.
Yeah.
So that's kind of it for life updates. I had a birthday. We're not really going to talk about it. I don't want to talk about how old I am now.
Celebrating an anniversary of your birthday.
Yes, sure.
There it is, yeah.
Sure, yeah. We won't mention what anniversary it is. That's kind of it. I don't know.
Yeah, not too much happened. I mean, Halloween's come and gone. We've had a couple weeks here, and we're just kind of trying to wrap our heads around when we'll want to clean things up, I guess.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, there is still Halloween garb behind us, and there probably will be in the next episode as well.
Yeah.
Because it takes us a really long time to put the decorations out, and then it takes us a really long time to put them away.
Yeah.
So I don't feel bad about that.
You have to trade them with the other decorations for Christmas.
Right, right. So we have a little bit of time. It's still fall.
It's like how you keep a Christmas tree up till like February.
Yeah, nobody does that.
That's normal. I thought that was normal. Yeah.
Yeah. You use that excuse. You have to wait till, what is it? Like John's baptism, or like the baptism of the Lord, or like one of those things. You're like, oh, we're waiting till then, which is like the middle of January.
Right. It's a religious thing.
Yeah. And then you're like, wow, I really have no excuse and I have to take it down now.
Yeah.
Disney updates. We obviously are not in Disney right now, as was originally planned. If things had gone the way they should have gone, we would have been getting home right now. So, no, we did not go to Disney.
This would have been our, in a normal year, maybe 3rd trip of the year.
Yeah. That is not why we didn't record for the last 2 weeks. We did not go.
It would have been a good excuse.
Yeah. So, cancel that. I literally waited until the very last possible second. It was like the day before we were supposed to leave, and I was like, I guess I have to cancel this now.
I was like, I have to let people know I'm not going to be at work.
I know. Stefan's like, so are we really not going? I was like, well,
literally, like,
I mean,
every day, 4 days and counting. I was like,
I haven't canceled it yet, but it's probably likely we're not going. He's like, okay, then I'll wait until we're not going. But yeah, it was literally like the day before. I had been checking the travel advisories for New Jersey, and it kept saying it was updated October 27th, and I was waiting for it to be updated like on November 3rd or whatever, but I guess news outlets were busy that day for some reason, so they weren't updating it. They didn't update it until Wednesday, and I kept saying, I was like, I'm not going to do anything until they update it for this week, so I know 100% that Florida is still on it. And it was, so I didn't have any more excuses, and I had to cancel. Sad. My credit card's happy, though.
Yeah. We saved so much money this year.
Yeah. Sad. But, in other news, Disney released their early 2021 discounts. So most guests can get up to 35% off on their rooms for dates beginning, I think it's like January 3rd through April 17th. And they've also extended their flexible cancellation policies, so you can still cancel up to the day of check-in at no penalty through April 30th, which is great. Yeah. If you're a pass holder, you can get 40% off. So keeping that in mind, the fact that we did not go on our trip this November, Stefan's going to be surprised by this, I switched our resort from Coronado Springs for spring break to Riviera because we were supposed to be staying at Riviera this past week and we didn't. And I figured that this may be the only time with these kind of discounts that we'll ever be able to stay there because we'll never be able to afford it again.
It's very exciting. It
is exciting. So it was almost 50% off. So we'll be staying at Riviera.
Ooh.
Hopefully finally trying the Skyliner. Who knows? I know Stefan doesn't want to do it. We're doing it. There's nothing you can say about that.
There's a tall boy with his fear of heights.
Stefan, it's going to be fine. Nothing has happened since that one incident. It's going to be fine.
Gotta knock on wood there.
And you know, the thing is, they're not letting other people, other parties into a Skyliner. It would just be me and you if anything happened. So.
And you and me.
Yeah, so it'd be fine. We also planned a second trip in April. Since I didn't use my personal days as I normally would have for the Halloween season, we're going to go again at the end of April because it's my friend. So our friends that have been on the show before, Abby and Evan, adopted 2 children from the Ukraine back in March before all of the craziness happened. So they're going to be taking their first Disney trip, their first family Disney trip, end of April. And so we are considered their aunt and uncle. So I hijacked their trip, and I was like, I want to be there when they see the castle for the first time.
Right. I mean, to be fair, yes. No, it is so that we can be there with them.
Right. So we'll go during spring break and do all the things that we want to do, and then we're just going to tag along and do everything they want to do in April, at the end of April.
Yeah.
So hopefully that all works out, and Florida eventually is taken off of the quarantine list, and we can go. Some things have been changing. They're saying teachers are essential workers now, so we don't need to quarantine. Other people are saying that New York is now just requiring a negative COVID test to return to work. So maybe New Jersey's going to follow a similar path where, maybe all I'd have to do is to get a negative COVID test and then I can return to work without having to quarantine for the 2 weeks. Yeah. So, because if I have to do that, then I don't get paid. We can't afford to do that, especially if we want to stay at the Riviera. So,
yeah. Even as cheap as it is.
Right. It's not cheap, but it's a very good discount. But, remember, if you want, that I'm a travel agent and I can help you book those early 2021 vacations and spring break vacations. I will happily do that for you free of charge because I don't charge you because Disney pays me. So I do all of this for free for you. So remember that. Oh, and for that April trip, we're staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge Kidani Villas, which we've stayed before.
We have.
We love it there. I'm really excited about that.
Hopefully we'll see some animals this time.
Yeah. I don't know if we have Savannah View. I think it's just standard view. But we'll see the same amount of animals that we did when we had Savannah View, I'm sure, which was this many.
Goose egg. No, not goose egg, because that's an animal, so.
Very few. I don't know what happened. We just didn't get lucky that trip.
They were sleepy.
There were a lot of bad things that went wrong that trip. And not seeing any animals from our room was not the worst of it.
No.
But we were in Disney, and I'll never complain about that again. But yeah, so we're staying at Kidani Villas. I figure, since we'll be staying there, maybe we can hit up Sanaa, maybe we can hit up Boma, if Boma is open. Lots of opportunities for eating. So, excited about that.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Break the diet.
Yeah. For the spring break trip.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have anything you want to add before we move on?
No.
Yeah.
We just, in honor of, actually we were supposed to go see the Rockettes yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So we ended up watching a DVD version of the Christmas Spectacular.
Yeah. The Christmas show has been a family tradition of mine pretty much my entire life. And we would go during the teachers' convention weekend because they would be doing their previews and it was cheaper.
Yeah.
But it's canceled for this year, which is unbelievable. It's like the first time in 87 years or something that they won't be performing, which is so sad.
It's super sad.
But hopefully we're going to get COVID under control very, very soon.
And then we'll see it next year.
Can't wait. Anything else?
Oh, I think that was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, well, then we will head into the news. So, our first news article today comes from the LA Times, and it says, Disney California Adventure to reopen some shops and restaurants with COVID-19 protocols. So, congratulations, Disneyland friends. You're finally about to step foot into a Disneyland park for the first time in 7-8 months.
25 years. However long it's felt.
What is it? It's been 89 years. It's not even a joke, though.
Seriously.
That's for real.
Oh, man.
That'll
it's going to be
us.
such relief for these guys.
We finally stepped into a Disney park.
Well, yeah.
All right, here we go. Though a wide-scale reopening remains off the table for now because of the COVID-19 pandemic, visitors will soon have more options at the Disneyland Resort. Several stores and restaurants inside Disney California Adventure will open November 19th as part of an extension of the Downtown Disney District, officials announced this week. Those include Elias & Co., Julius Katz & Sons, Kingswell Camera Shop, Trolley Treats, Smoke Jumpers Grill, Award Wieners, and Fiddler, Pfeiffer, and Practical Cafe, which I think is their Starbucks.
Yes. Yeah,
right?
I think so, yeah.
Outdoor sit-down dining also will be available at the Carthay Circle restaurant.
I haven't heard these names in so long.
I know, they're not like rolling off the tongue like
Yeah.
they used to. I'm like, the what?
But now I'm like flashing back.
I mean, we didn't love Carthay Circle when we ate there.
It was
when
an
we
odd
were there.
experience. Yeah.
It was just, the experience. We'll talk about that one day, but it was an odd experience.
Yeah.
But I would give a lot of money to be doing some outdoor dining with Carthay Circle right now.
We'd give about the amount of money we would have paid going to Disney this year.
I will offer up the savings that I accrued during this time.
But it's in the park.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. This is great. Also starting November 19th, there will be a $10 parking fee at the Simba lot.
Oh, you
Awesome.
guys. Why?
People are upset because one of the perks of being an annual pass holder is that you don't have to pay parking fees. And they're like, we already can't really use our pass, so wouldn't you want to keep the one benefit of having annual pass that we didn't have to pay for parking? But it's fine.
Nope.
Guess not.
It's like paying for parking at the hotels in Florida.
We don't ever bring a car.
I know, but it's inconvenient now.
We like to just really engross ourselves in that Disney bubble and just pretend we don't know how to drive.
Right. We can't go anywhere.
Can't do anything.
Unless
Can't leave.
you Uber.
Can't do anything. And Uber scares me right now, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, both Disney California Adventure and Disneyland remain closed because of COVID-19 restrictions. Following safety protocols, the number of visitors allowed in the Downtown Disney District will be limited to promote physical distancing, according to a company statement. Face coverings are also required for anyone 2 and older, and visitors will have their temperatures checked before entry.
All good stuff.
The usual.
Yeah.
With Buena Vista Street soon opening select shopping and dining experiences, guests can find even more places to enjoy a memorable meal or a fun shopping excursion during their visit, the statement said. Under guidelines the state released last month, large theme parks such as Disney's can reopen only with modifications once their home counties have successfully stymied the spread of the coronavirus to the point that they can enter the least restrictive category of California's 4-tiered, color-coded reopening roadmap, which is ridiculous, by the way. It's very confusing. Tier 4, they're going to explain it, also called the yellow tier, requires a county to have less than one new coronavirus case per 100,000 people per day and a testing positivity rate of less than 2%. I don't even think
impossible right now.
I mean, I don't even think New Jersey got to that point, and we were doing a really good job in the summer where we were less than 2%.
Yeah.
But I don't think we ever got like 1 per 100,000. That's literally
one person in New Jersey.
It's like unbelievable. Anyway, Orange County, home of the Disneyland Resort, is currently in the second most restrictive red tier with an adjusted case ratio of 6 and a 3.6% positivity rate. Now, I feel like that's not so bad because I feel like we're in New Jersey, where we live, are even higher than that now.
Right.
So, and we're still doing everything. I mean, our governor just said the other day, he's like, restrictions are coming, and it's like, okay, like, let us know.
Yeah.
Any day now.
We did it before. Yeah. We'll go back, I guess.
But yeah, we're still going. I mean,
we're
both going to work more often than anybody else we know, and going to the grocery store, and like restaurants are still open, and you can go to the gym, you can get your hair cut, you can get your nails done. Like, I don't really know what's coming.
Basically, there's like no restrictions, honestly, right now.
Right. So
you just have to wear a mask. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
We'll
Maybe we'll find out on Monday.
Well, they're gonna move from restaurants need 2 walls open again. Like
yeah, maybe there won't, like, indoor dining will be closed.
Probably. Yeah.
That's fine. I didn't eat indoors anyway.
Anyway, about this article.
Yeah.
I enjoy
sorry,
that they said, where is it? Right. With Buena Vista Street soon opening select shopping and dining experiences, guests can find even more places to enjoy a memorable meal or fun shopping excursion during their visit. They're writing this as if, like, this park has never been open ever in existence, and it's like, look at all these new things. It's like they're building these restaurants for people to go to.
Carthay Circle.
Oh my gosh, that sounds fantastic. What is that?
Someone else I follow on Instagram was saying, like, if you're going to open up Buena Vista Street, just open up the whole park.
Yeah.
And then you can eat at, like, Lamplight Lounge, or I don't know, the fortune cookie place. I forget what it's called.
Lamplight Lounge, you have outdoor seating.
You do. And I think,
can
like,
at least do that.
In that bottom area where we ate by the bar, you can open up all those windows. Right. And you're basically outside, which is what it was like when we went.
Yeah, and you can do distance seating, eating under there easily.
Distance eating.
If I'm saying distance eating, what am I saying? Eating or seating?
It's hard to know. But yeah.
No one's going to catch COVID from the Incredicoaster, let's be honest.
There's no way those particles are sticking around. But it's true. Like, then you could spread out more. Yeah. I mean, they've allowed Knott's Berry Farm to be basically entirely open while they're having this fall festival. And I don't know why they also can't open up Main Street at Disneyland. Mm-hmm. But maybe that's coming. Maybe this is like they're trying it out, and then if it goes well.
Right, except
we'll see that. Especially for the holidays.
We're nervous, though, because it's kind of like too little too late. You know what I mean? Because, like, we're all expecting this next wave to start coming. Yeah. And then they're going to start opening it up and be like, oh, well, but now we have to, because things are getting bad, so we got to close it again.
Well, Florida, I mean, had it really, really bad when they first reopened. And they were able to do okay. Better than okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
In the midst of the worst of the pandemic, in this upcoming season, Disney is going to be the safest place to be.
Yeah.
As
honestly.
it turns out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. But yeah, so exciting news for our Disneyland friends. I'm excited for them. I can't wait to see the stories and YouTube videos that will come out of that, and then I can feel like I'm there.
I know. I keep thinking, like, well, then we can go back knowing it's open.
I know. We're not
go back to Disney.
You know, for a while, California was off of our list. Maybe for like 2 weeks, we were allowed to travel to California, no problem.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? Then we should just go to California and go to Disneyland because we can't go to Disney World. And then I was like, oh yeah, Disneyland's not open. So it doesn't
make
matter.
Any difference.
That was sad. Sad realization.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So our next article is actually from the Disney Parks blog.
Indeed.
It's been a long time. And the title is Happy Holidays. Festive fun begins today at Walt Disney World Resort.
Yeah, hey.
Wow.
It's already the holidays, guys.
Holidays. We're going right into it. And boy, we're obviously going to share these articles.
Of course.
In our postings, but these photos are just so
I know, they're gorgeous.
beautiful and inspiring.
Oh my god.
Holy cow. I kind of...
This photo of like the new castle with the colors and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it's so beautiful.
So good.
And you know what? Even though the park is closing earlier with daylight savings, now you get to experience the park in the nighttime again,
Right.
which is nice.
It's fantastic.
It's like my favorite time to be there when everything's lit up.
It makes Christmas real again. All right, so the holiday season at Walt Disney World Resort starts today, and this is on Friday.
Yeah.
And we're unwrapping more details about the magical experiences happening across our theme parks and Disney Springs, including special pop-up appearances by Santa Claus. I know him.
I know him.
So, at Magic Kingdom Park, your favorite characters don their holiday best and celebrate the season in a series of special cavalcades.
Of course.
Yeah, complete with Christmas time floats and music. From Mickey and friends trimming a tree to Goofy and his pals whipping up a bake shop full of scrumptious treats. I don't know how they're going to do that on a cavalcade.
I'm sure it's just one of the floats from the Very Merry Christmas Time Parade or whatever. Yeah.
Character cavalcades bring holiday spirit to the streets of Magic Kingdom throughout the day. And keep your eyes open for Santa when he glides down the parade route in his sleigh.
Ayo.
Ayo.
Might as well be Thanksgiving.
Big old turkey.
You know, like the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Yeah.
And then Santa comes and then it's officially Christmas.
Right, exactly. Main Street USA is the spot to catch the holiday trolley, bringing festive harmonies from the Dapper Dan's Barbershop Quartet. And you may just see some toy soldiers joining the Main Street Philharmonic when they march through Magic Kingdom playing their merry melodies. At night, Holiday Magic brings a festive look to Cinderella Castle, with special projection effects producing a kaleidoscope of designs, including festive stripes and dots, a whimsical Christmas sweater look, a jeweled winter castle, and a regal overlay of red, green, and gold ornamentation. It's sure to provide the perfect colorful backdrop for your holiday photos, as long as your mask is on.
I'm really surprised that they're doing this.
Yeah.
Because this feels like a nighttime show.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I've seen from live streams, etc., it seems that they're just doing these like all the time at night. So there's really no reason why people need to stand around and wait for it.
No
like
groupings of people to stop and stare.
Whenever you walk by, something's happening. So, and also they're not having Anna and Elsa do the Frozen Holiday Wish, lighting up the castle with the lights. So I guess this is their way of doing that without having actual shows. Which kind of goes along with the whole cavalcade idea, where like you never know when the cavalcade's going to show up, but when it does, it's like, oh great, I'm here, like I'm going to watch it, you know. Even though I think people are starting to figure out the times when the cavalcades come, and then they do wait. But
there are specific times they just don't tell you.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh yikes!
Like when I watch live streams, they're like, oh the when it was Halloween, they're like, oh the Boo to You cavalcade's going to be here in 5 minutes. I'm like, how do you know? I thought those were unadvertised.
They follow the cavalcade for like 25 minutes around its route. Let's just catch it one more time.
Yeah, one more time. Yeah, so I think like if you go to the park every day, you figure out the times, but if you don't know.
All right.
But that's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
Anyway.
All right, up next we have Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park.
I'm surprised by this.
Me too.
Gotta say.
Holiday fun returns to Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park, bringing unique seasonal decor and a flurry of festive flotillas.
Ooh.
Wow, with favorite Disney characters sailing down the Discovery River to a jolly holiday soundtrack.
I think those are my favorite. Like
the river flotillas?
Yeah, not the regular cavalcades, like when you see them just like floating down the river.
Yeah.
They're playing their music and they're dancing. I think that's so great. So fun. They should have been doing that all along. But
yeah. Oh well. They can't have rivers of light, so they have the flotillas.
I don't think that's ever coming back, so
sad.
It's just devastating. Anyway,
Donald's Dino Bash Festive Flotilla takes its seasonal celebration to the water, with character friends waving to everyone as they pass, and Chip and Dale jingle through the jungle, bringing their own style of holiday flair to the river. The Discovery Island drummers cruise along too, entertaining guests on the shore with an energetic holiday beat. And when Santa Claus makes the trek to Disney's Animal Kingdom, he'll spread the joyous spirit of the season to all he sees along the way.
I don't think Santa was ever at Animal Kingdom before.
He abandons his sleigh to board the boat.
Boards a boat.
That's very interesting.
Is it flotilla or flotilla? Whenever I see two L's, I'm like, is it a Y?
Yeah.
I'm surprised because I thought that Animal Kingdom wasn't getting anything.
Right.
I know they're not bringing back the puppets.
I know, that's the one thing.
Which is the one thing I desperately wanted to see, and I'm so upset.
It's like they were doing, what's his face from Coco?
Yeah, at the Mexican Pavilion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty devastated. But I mean, it might still be worthwhile to go because from the pictures, I mean, they have this beautiful Christmas tree.
I know, which I don't remember there being a tree in Animal Kingdom in previous years.
I think there was.
Was there?
So when we would go.
Oh, you know
when
what?
we were there.
Yeah.
For the holiday season, we only ever got to see the decorations at Magic Kingdom because then we would be going home the day after Halloween, basically. Right. So we never really got to see Halloween in full swing. I mean, the holidays in full swing.
Take it back because in this photo are people not wearing masks.
Yeah, this is an old photo, I guess. Photo.
Yeah.
But I would also be really interested to see, I know last year they added decorations to Pandora.
Ooh.
Which I really had wanted to see.
Bringing Christmas to another planet, folks.
But it was supposed to be like a mixture of like other worlds and stuff that people brought with them from Earth.
To keep the story.
So,
that's cool.
Yeah. I hope that they're doing that again.
Avatar 5 is all about Christmas.
Just Christmas. Just Christmas.
Can't wait. Then we move along to Disney's Hollywood Studios. So, guests visiting Disney's Hollywood Studios get their own visit from Santa.
Of course. Yeah. He's everywhere.
Santa, he's all places
at once. It's magic.
Yeah, it's magic. If you watch the Rockettes.
Yeah, then you know the reason why there's so many Santas.
So the guests get their own visit from Santa when he brings glitz and glamour to a motorcade down Hollywood Boulevard, led by an entourage of elves and riding in his red convertible packed with presents.
He travels by convertible now.
He travels with convertible. So this is probably one of the Disney Junior cars that they're redoing. Yeah. Okay, and just in time for the holiday season, for the first time in forever, a Frozen sing-along celebration adds a festive finale featuring everyone's favorite snowman, Olaf, and celebratory songs of the season.
So they do this every year. But they sing our favorite song at the end.
Which is?
And when we're together.
Oh, boy.
I know. Tears up.
Oh,
Tearing up.
Can't think about that one.
I can't wait to watch that, though. It's almost time.
Oh.
Not that I didn't watch it other times, but I'm just saying it's like socially appropriate to watch it soon.
Right. And we mentioned way back in one of those earlier episodes that is our favorite Frozen film.
Yep.
Yeah. And
forget the original movies. The Frozen, Olaf's Frozen Adventure is the best Frozen film ever.
After dark, the iconic Hollywood Tower Hotel on Sunset Boulevard will twinkle with projection effects as it becomes the Hollywood Holiday Tower Hotel.
Oh boy.
Magically transforming into a Muppets gingerbread masterpiece.
What?
A Toy Story hotel, a snowy corner of Arendelle, and a Dickensian village inspired by Mickey's Christmas Carol. So I guess they have a bunch of projections that they do on there.
So similar to the castle then.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But just randomly, obviously. So like nobody's just standing and waiting for it to happen.
I wonder what they're showing us here in this picture.
This I think is just the I don't know. Maybe the Muppets gingerbread.
Toy Story?
Oh, it is Toy Story.
Is it?
Yeah, look, it's got a little block number at the top.
Oh.
Number 5.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Wow.
And they incorporated the Muppets. Actually, if we think back to Magic Kingdom for a second, there used to be that show, like the Great Moments in History with the Muppets, right? And then they got rid of it. But now the Muppets are appearing in their holiday best in the same area. They're not talking, because I guess those actors are gone. They're not talking, but they're there for selfies, and they're holding like holiday banners. And
Oh, they
stuff.
just like open the windows and show up.
Yep, and there's no
That's
scheduled
great.
time. You just see them when you see them. And yeah, so they brought the Muppets back, which is great for the holiday season.
So basically, it's like when you go to Universal Studios and you go to the Harry Potter section, you're like, "Where's Creature in that window?"
Yeah.
And the Muppet like shows up. Like,
Yeah.
take a selfie.
Anyway, Hollywood Studios. Sorry,
Yeah,
they didn't
that's
mention
great.
that in the article. It was a surprise to everybody
Yeah.
that the Muppets were back. So
All right. So then, moving on from there, we go to Disney Springs. The holidays arrive at Disney Springs on November 7th. So that was yesterday. Yeah.
oh,
When the area will transform into a winter wonderland full of sparkling lights, enchanting decor, and holiday surprises.
of course.
Disney Springs is the place to find the perfect gift for everyone on your list, including yourself. And here, you'll want to take a break and savor the comforting flavors of the season. As you wander, you can enjoy the Disney Springs Christmas Tree Stroll presented by Advent Health, with elaborately decorated Disney-themed trees appearing throughout the shopping, dining, and entertainment district. There will also be music playing DJs during the day. And in the evening, stilt-walking toy soldiers back again.
Okay.
Skating snowflakes and a magical snowfall will add a touch of wonder for holiday shoppers at surprise locations.
So normally they have this Christmas tree trail stroll, whatever, but it's more condensed in just one area. Now it seems like they spread the trees out, I guess, for spacing purposes,
That's
and you can
great.
see them throughout Disney Springs, which is nice.
Yeah. It's like the egg hunt.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
Yeah.
Santa and Mrs. Claus, oh, they're back, are also making the trip to Disney Springs this year, where later in November you'll be able to catch them soaking up their last bit of Florida sunshine before their big night.
Ooh.
Look for them cruising Lake Buena Vista and sharing Christmas wishes from a pair of colorfully decorated pontoon boats.
Ooh. Oh, that's
That's
fun.
great.
That's exciting.
That's fantastic. I thought they were going to say they were going to be in that aqua car. He moves from his convertible to the aqua
Could you
car,
imagine?
like-
That would be great, though.
Oh, that'd be so good. They have like other boat cars in front with all the deer, all the
Yeah.
reindeer just like going around. Anyway, okay, so now we move on to just sort of generalistic Disney Parks holiday merchandise.
There's always got to be merch.
Always got to be merch, which we love. We love that. We'll probably.
I've already bought a lot of it.
I was gonna say we'll be ordering a bunch of it.
We got our ugly Christmas sweaters for the year
We
from
did.
Disney Parks blog. So get excited for
Yeah.
maybe our Christmas episode.
We're
we'll
gonna
wear
showcase
them.
those
Yeah,
for sure.
They're awesome. I can't wait.
Okay, so you can bring the Disney Parks magic of the season home with you with new holiday-themed merchandise available throughout Walt Disney World Resort, as well as the Downtown Disney District and Buena Vista Street at
Ayo.
Disneyland Resort in California starting November 19th, and online at shopdisney.com, which is where we get everything. So, from apparel to accessories to homeware and more, these very merry collections feature the latest ear headbands, spirit jerseys for adults and children, plush mini backpacks by Loungefly, cloth face coverings, and more. So the highlights include the first Disney Parks holiday snowblower.
What?
Okay.
What?
I don't know.
What
I
is
don't know.
that?
Are you
I need
ordering
to-
an actual snowblower?
I need to Google that.
Okay, well, we'll
Okay.
get it either way. Matching holiday onesies for the whole family.
Of course.
Fuzzy Clogs by Crocs. A new holiday collection from Bobble Bar. Bobble Bar? Have you heard of that?
No.
Okay.
Is that like ornaments?
I guess
Wobbles?
so. And much more. And I think if I had to assume the much more, there'll probably be a couple, glow skull cubes and like a tire
straw. Oh my god! If we
Festive tire
if
straw.
we read, if we read the foodie guide and there is the tire straws, I'm gonna freak out.
But the tire straw is like an ornament tire.
Why didn't you get me one for my birthday?
Oh, I'm so
Tire
sorry.
straw, what I've always wanted, and a poison apple glow cube in all three colors.
Oh boy. So this is just a sampling of all the festive fun you'll enjoy at Walt Disney World Resort and Disneyland Resort this year. And there's more to come. Epcot gets into the spirit a little later in the month. A little later in the
I'm
month.
excited.
When the Taste of Epcot International Festival of the Holidays, presented by Advent Health, kicks off November 27th with live entertainment, holiday kitchens, the holiday cookie stroll, and more.
The cookie stroll is back. We didn't have this year for food and wine.
Yeah.
Because usually they do the cheese stroll for food and wine. They didn't do it. But they're doing the cookie stroll, so have no fear.
The Disney Parks blog is also celebrating Disney Magic Moments, hashtag Disney Magic Moments of the season, with our special new Everything Holidays section featuring live events, DIY activities, and more festive content through the end of 2020. So keep checking back here with us for more. We will. Of course we will.
Anytime. Disney Parks blog.
Oh, this is great. This, it's such a positive mood.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah.
And this is just
as of late
icing on the gingerbread house here. So
yeah,
wonderful.
I was wondering when they were going to mention Epcot, because I know Candlelight Processional was canceled this year. And I was like, they didn't mention Epcot, but that's because it's coming later and it's going to be great. And they're calling it Taste of the International Festival of the Holidays. So I don't know why they say that. Just I don't know.
Good eats.
Also, this is not in our news, but I wanted to mention Adventures by Disney is now doing a series of adventures at home. And you can explore different parts of the world. So this week they introduced Ireland, which is pretty cool. And there's like videos to watch. Looks like there's you can order this, I guess.
Yeah.
A painted rock art activity. You can test your skills. Like with a drawing challenge. Ooh, they send you a recipe for fresh scones.
Or scones.
Scones. And they say that they're going to bring up Greece, Iceland, Alaska. I didn't mean to laugh at that. I just felt like it was international, but it's okay. Alaska, the south of France on a river cruise.
Ooh. Safari
in South Africa, and the beauty of Montana and Yellowstone National Park. So that's pretty exciting. I don't know how you order this though. Collection of at-home virtual trips.
I don't know if you order it actually.
But then how do you paint the rocks?
You download the thing. It says right here. Download the template.
Oh, you do it on your own, so you don't order anything. But still, exciting. I guess the recipe is here. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so it's just kind of like a follow along that they have.
So this week is Ireland. I'm going to actually copy this website since I mentioned it. So if we end up back in quarantine this week,
maybe we'll do it.
You can travel to Ireland.
Yeah.
So
we'll paint some rocks.
And we'll keep you posted on, other adventures.
We'll make some scones for the neighbors.
I wish they would do Scotland, which is the one I would want to do. But it's fine. I guess they don't want to give all the good stuff away.
That's if you go on the real trip.
Yeah, you only get to experience Scotland if you spend the money. Okay?
And you can, if you want to book the Scotland trip through a special...
I can do it. I'll be booking it for myself. If we can ever travel outside the country again.
Oh.
Scotland.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
But yeah, that about wraps up our news here.
That wraps up our news. Sorry about that, but I saw that when I clicked on the Disney Parks blog earlier, and I was like, I want to mention that. So anyway, yes, that wraps up the news.
Awesome.
All right, so we are back. We're here with our discussion. We left you hanging for 2 weeks. We're finally going to see the exciting conclusion of our show's bracket. Unfortunately, this is a really not great timing for us to have done the show's bracket, because unfortunately last week or 2 weeks ago, Disney let go of most of their entertainment cast members. Festival of the Lion King is gone. Finding Nemo is gone.
The Voices of Africa are gone.
Right.
All the everything.
Citizens of Hollywood, the Citizens of Main Street are gone. The Toy Soldiers, the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review. So basically any live performers except for, I guess, face characters, were let go. And we don't know when these shows will return, which is devastating because, honestly, the shows are part of the reason why I love Disney so much. They provide this, like, amazing entertainment.
Right.
And, like,
I don't think I've ever hated a show that we've seen.
Oh,
like,
no. Well,
they're all great. Like, they're all great, but, like, different levels of great. They're, like, fantastic shows, and they're great shows.
And the thing is, like, it's sad because some of these experiences, like, say, take Hollywood Studios or Animal Kingdom. There aren't as many rides at Hollywood Studios or Animal Kingdom. So you have these shows sprinkled in, so you have, like, additional things to do when you're at the park. And I feel like now that these things are gone, it's kind of like, well, can you even fill an entire day, you know, at those parks? And also, like, people with disabilities, people that are pregnant, people that are old, you know, who can't go on these rougher rides or have health conditions, right? That can't go on Star Tours or can't go on Rise of the Resistance or Slinky Dog. Like, they look forward to the shows because that's something that they can do. And now those options have been taken away. And I'm not blaming anybody, and I'm not whatever.
It's just an unfortunate situation.
It's just unfortunate, and it's sad. And I think these shows and those cast members were really the life of these parks. So I can't even imagine visiting knowing that I wouldn't see, like, I mean if we had gone, like, I know, like, oh, well, they're not available right now, but, like, I can't imagine a future where I never see Festival of the Lion King again. I mean, I
want to imagine it.
I have so many videos of it because, like, I'm obsessed with that show, but to never see it live again, I think is just, like, something I don't even want to picture.
We mentioned many episodes ago that we had found on YouTube that they had done the recording of all the actors and actresses from the Festival of the Lion King from Folk. And that was something that we thought, oh, look, they're doing something, and, like, oh, they're still all, like, active and into it, and, like, the hopes are up that they're going to come back. And then, like, to have this happen. I mean, we had heard about Frozen coming back, and we thought that was the start.
It was very confusing because I know that Disney was in talks with the union for the equity actors, which are these people. And so when they brought Frozen back, I was like, great, like, within the next couple of weeks, we're going to hear about Nemo, we're going to hear about Festival of the Lion King. And instead we heard terrible news.
Yeah, it's a travesty.
Also, Beauty and the Beast live, Indiana Jones stunt show.
Like Laugh Floor.
Laugh Floor. Yeah. I mean, oh my God, really. And the thing about, like, Indiana Jones stunt show and Beauty and the Beast live, they were outside.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, well, I understand why the other shows, you know, was inside a theater. But I speculated maybe it had to do more with the fact that the actors were together.
It's like we were thinking about comparing that to the Up show in Animal Kingdom, and they don't necessarily have to be next to each other.
Yeah, and they've spaced them out this whole time. They redid the entire show.
Yeah.
To allow for distancing of the actors, or whatever, the hosts, whatever. But for Festival of the Lion King, I mean, they're very close to each other, and it's a lot of singing,
a lot of movement,
a lot of dancing,
like, heavy breathing, and
so I don't even know how you could do that with masks. That's another thing. Like, singing is supposed to be considered, like, the worst thing you could do, which makes me wonder how the sing-along is working when you're encouraging people to sing in a closed theater. I don't know. None of this makes sense to me.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
I mean, we're not the people who have to come up with reasons why.
No, it's above my pay grade. But I'm sad, and I'm sorry that we're even talking about this, because a lot of these things we can't even experience anymore. But we're going to remember them fondly, and hope that
they'll be back sometime soon.
Within the next year.
Right.
We'll see these return for all of the reasons we mentioned. All right.
All right, so let's begin,
Let's begin with Carousel of Progress versus Illuminations. we've mentioned in previous bracket episodes, we feel the need to bump up the one that we don't like because we don't want it to feel bad, which is ridiculous, but
it's what we do.
Nothing I could do about that. So Carousel of Progress is an amazing show. Amazing animatronics. It's just an amazing feat that they were able to do when it was made. It was at the World's Fair. And it's a great classic show, classic Disney, classic Walt. Like, if you really want to know what Walt was about, you need to ride Carousel of Progress. It's going to tell you everything you need to know. So, love that show. We see it basically every time. But I've cried talking about Illuminations on this show. So it should come as no surprise that Illuminations was my pick. The music is beautiful. I know lasers are outdated, but I loved the lasers. I loved the fireworks. I loved the interlude with the water. I loved how at the end they lit up the different parts of World Showcase. I loved walking out to Tapestry of Nations at the end, which I know has nothing to do with Illumination, but it does, but it doesn't. For all those reasons, Illuminations is my pick. It was an excellent show. I'm sad that it's gone. Harmonious should be premiering soon, I guess.
Yeah.
And it has big shoes to fill, in my opinion.
It does.
So anyway, Illuminations is my choice.
Yeah, again, Carousel of Progress is an amazing show. The whole story, that I love things that are you get to see how they change over time kind of thing. So being able to see how Walt experienced and tries to get us to experience the change through the ages and what they thought was going to happen at the end in the future. That's awesome. And yeah, we go to see it so many times. But yeah, Illuminations was the first show we saw. It was we got married to it. You can't top that, and being part of your history of Disney. And it's just the atmosphere of seeing that show at the park is also just so stunning, incredible, and I missed it so much. And yeah, Illuminations was my win as well.
All right. Hooray.
Next we have the Racing Academy, which is in Hollywood Studios, sort of back behind Rock and Roller Coaster.
It's new.
It's new, yeah, and it's Cars themed, and that is up against Festival of the Lion King, which did we talk about that this episode?
We mentioned.
We mentioned a couple times. Okay, so how do we do this? So while Festival of the Lion King, no, I'm just kidding. You can't possibly be seen. Yeah, I mean we've mentioned in Disneyland, Cars Land is our favorite land, and I almost said Roadster Racers. Making the Roadster Racers. What is it called now?
Wait, the ride?
The ride.
Oh.
Rollickin' Roadster or
no,
something.
No. That is one of the rides. Yeah. Rollickin' Roadsters is one of the rides, but it's called. Oh my God, this is sad.
It's been so long.
It has been. That's my favorite ride of all time.
Radiator Springs Racers.
Oh my God. Obviously.
Goodness gracious. So dumb. So anyway, that was
so dumb, but we love it.
That brought back a newfound love. It was a newfound love for cars that we wouldn't have ever known we would have. And the Racing Academy is super fun. It's super great. And pretty much for kids, but it's a great show.
Cute.
It's very cute, very well themed and everything. But obviously up against Festival of the Lion King, which is our top Disney show, if not top 3 or whatever. Festival had to win.
Yeah, no argument. Although the Lightning McQueen animatronic at the Racing Academy is fantastic. It's a very cute show. You'll always get a seat there. I don't think people are really
running
lining,
to get there. Park open, racing to get to the Academy.
No, but that animatronic is definitely worth seeing if you're there, and it's a nice little break.
Yeah.
But yeah, Best Little Lion King has to win.
Yeah.
Absolutely 100%. I'm going to write folk.
Yep, I did too.
Now that I know what that means. All right. These are some pretty easy choices so far.
Yeah.
Happily Ever After, the fireworks show at Magic Kingdom, versus the Villain Spectacular, which is the Sanderson sisters show during the Halloween party. So, I love Hocus Pocus a lot. I mean, it wasn't a movie I grew up with, but when I did see it, I fell in love with it. It's awesome. And the actresses that act as the Sanderson sisters during this performance are amazing, and they really have their mannerisms down to a T. But I would choose to see Happily Ever After any day over the Villain Spectacular. It's an amazing show. I mean, they really know how, Disney knows how to pull at your heartstrings, and I feel like this kind of show where they pull on the nostalgia that you feel toward those movies fits at Magic Kingdom. This has nothing to do with this, but my fear is that Disney is going to try to put that nostalgia factor that we have for those films into all of the other parks. And I don't know if it belongs there, but I think it does belong at Magic Kingdom because you don't feel any more nostalgic than you do walking down Main Street. So I feel like Happily Ever After belongs there.
Nice little original designs here.
Yes. They have amazing projections. It was like the first time I'd ever seen like this amazing projection technology before. So I was really impressed with that. And it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful show. So Happily Ever After was my choice.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like, oh, these are easy because the other shows are terrible, but it's like, you know, we figured we can pretty much assume which ones are our favorite ones here. And while, the Villain Spectacular it's an amazing show, and I'm always shocked that Hocus Pocus was not, you know, received well when it came out, and it didn't come out during Halloween time, but, you know, we love watching that every year. It's one of our favorite movies, and they do such a fantastic job. It's so good, getting the crowd involved in everything, which obviously isn't a real thing right now, but
No crowds.
no crowds. But Happily Ever After, I mean, we've talked about how we thought Wishes was such an amazing show in front of the castle, and then we were so angry when it was replaced by this, and then we finally saw this, we're like, you know, sobbing, and how could we ever doubt you, Disney?
Yep.
So Happily Ever After is amazing, and that's my win as well.
All right.
And we shorten that to yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So up next we have the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular show, up against Lights Motor Action, which is that vehicle show that was in the back of Hollywood Studios, and
kind of where Galaxy's Edge is.
Yeah. And did they? I think I might be misremembering it, but did they like replace that area with Frozen initially, and then they moved it from there? I feel like there's a theater there.
There is a theater there was a theater there, but
Right.
that wasn't where the Lights Motor Action show was.
It was further back from that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like,
But it was in that
anyway.
basic area.
Right. So we only got to see this once before they got rid of it to, you know, get things ready for demo and whatever, rehaul of everything. And they're both outdoor shows, both at Hollywood Studios, and I chose Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular. I did think that the Lights Motor Action was very interesting, having all the cars racing around and everything, but it also kind of like terrifies me, you know, and I always think, especially with something like that, something can go wrong very easily, even though like they put stuff in place like as part of the show for things to go wrong, you know, sometimes.
Right.
It's like in Indiana Jones when they started out and the guy gets rolled over by the boulder and everyone's like, oh no.
Right.
But he's fine. But I know we're like kind of far away from both things. You know, in both instances you're not really up close with the actors and everything, but like I feel like you get more involved with the actors in the show of Indiana Jones, and they like get the audience more into it, and like they're picking people from the audience to come and act with them. And I think it's just a great, it's a great cast. It's a great job of acting. All the different sets and the moving parts that they have, just fantastic. And I picked Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I also picked Indiana Jones for all those reasons. I think it's really funny. Disney does a really good job of putting in humor where you least expect it. So that's really enjoyable. I don't know if we'll ever see this again, but I still don't want to give away the funny bits, the surprises. But yeah, I went with Indiana Jones as well.
Great. Yeah.
All right. Our next show is Muppet Vision 3D versus Hallowishes, which was replaced by Mickey's Spooky, not so spooky
Halloween Spectacular,
whatever.
Something.
Something with like too many words for what they could just say. Like it's the Halloween fireworks. But yeah, so I am a Muppets fan. I feel like Disney doesn't use them enough. But I love Muppet Vision 3D. Again, it has like little surprises that you don't expect throughout the show. And I'm not going to give them away because you can still see Muppets 3D right now.
Yeah.
But Hallowishes was an amazing Halloween show. And I think I liked it because it didn't have projections. It made you have to focus. I mean, it had some projections, but not like the kind that we know today. It really made you focus on the actual fireworks.
Yeah.
And this was one of the 3 shows that used like 360-degree fireworks around all of Magic Kingdom. So there were certain parts when the whole park would light up because these fireworks were going off.
It was incredible.
It was incredible. It was amazing to just like look around and there was literally fireworks everywhere. So it's definitely one of my favorite fireworks shows of all time. Again, sad that it's gone, but Hallowishes wins it for me.
Yeah. So here's an interesting little tidbit. When I initially went through this, for some reason I thought Hallowishes was the Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular reading through it. So I had circled Muppet Vision 3D.
But I mean, Muppet Vision 3D is great.
It's a great show, and I'm not just saying this because sometimes they're like, oh, you changed your answer because you wouldn't agree with me. I'm not. I really made the mistake there.
Okay. So say it again. It's officially called.
It's Hallowishes. The one that we didn't like so much was Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular.
Right.
And it should have just been Disney's Not So Spectacular.
Oh my God.
It says, watch the skies come alive with a Halloween spectacular featuring lasers, fireworks, and more. Not even mentioning the projections, but it's like mostly projections. It's mostly projections.
And you don't get 360-degree fireworks.
And you don't. Which you do in Hallowishes. And that, and also the 4th of July.
And I think New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Is all that. Just incredible stuff. So all the reasons you said, I love Muppet Vision 3D. It's a fantastic show. It's super fun. I thought that was the easy choice over Not So Spooky.
Oh, well, it would have been.
It would have been, but Hallowishes is also mine. And we're setting ourselves up for sadness in this next round, 100%. Okay, so next we have Beauty and the Beast versus Fantasmic. I don't know exactly how many times we've seen Fantasmic. We've more often stood outside and then had it be canceled than seen Fantasmic.
It always rained for some reason.
Always rained. And we always go, oh, maybe we'll come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
If we have time at the end of the day. Which was obviously never going to happen. It is a good show. It does pull in a lot of the classic Disney films that we would have gotten on VHS. And but there's some parts there that are kind of iffy, kind of weird. The whole it's not a gargoyle, what is it? Like the devil, Hell Mountain, whatever that thing is. The whole thing with
from Fantasia.
From Fantasia, that's terrifying. Which we still have not finished Fantasia, that we mentioned many episodes ago. that thing is kind of weird. The villains bits are kind of weird. I do like the whole like Pocahontas scene and stuff, and I do like the floats that come around with the princes and princesses on it. Those are fun. But up against Beauty and the Beast, we love this show. We love singing along to it, especially. It's like half because we make fun of it, singing along to it in the car, with like their little accents and whatever. But half because it's just like it's so fun. It's so fun seeing the story and seeing the little characters moving around, and for some reason when I watch this show on the stage, like I get choked up at the end because like it's a beautiful little love story, and like I don't know, you kind of forget about that while you're just watching all the fun stuff happen, and at the end it really takes you in. So Beauty and the Beast won for me.
Yes, I do love the Beauty and the Beast live show.
You started with Beauty and the Beast, so this is good.
Yeah, out of left field, I picked Fantasmic. You might be surprised. I'm surprised as well. And
so I don't really mean that. And
no, I do. I mean, so Fantasmic feels disjointed to me sometimes. Like, I don't really know where the story is going. I understand it's supposed to be like Mickey's dream or whatever, but sometimes I really have no idea where it's going. But that being said, I love the Fantasmic song, and I think the music is amazing. It's the earworm. I get it stuck in my head a lot.
The main theme of
Fantasmic is a great song. It's almost worth it's almost worth going to see it just to hear it in the beginning and at the end of the show. And
you can go get popcorn and get some food in the middle.
When the characters come out on the boat and they're all like waving their like wands and stuff. Oh, it's so cute. So, but I do love Beauty and the Beast live as well. I just think it's a little kitschy, or I don't know the word I'm looking for. Corny, I guess. But I like Beauty and the Beast a lot. And I agree, the music from Beauty and the Beast is amazing, especially that like beginning song, the interlude or whatever. It's really, really beautiful. So I understand why you would get choked up like during that part. But I had to go with Fantasmic.
All right.
Yikes.
We get our flip going on here.
Okay.
Hey Siri, flip a coin. It's heads.
That's you.
That's me?
Yep.
Oh, did I
Beauty
win?
and the Beast.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. But the Fantasmic gods will smile upon me because I picked Fantasmic for them. So you're welcome.
Yeah.
All right. Next we have Tiki Room. Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room.
Yeah.
Versus PhilharMagic. Yeah, I always give it away by doing this, but PhilharMagic is a great show. It's 3D, has a lot of fun, exciting elements that, of course, I don't want to give away if you've never seen it, but if you haven't seen it, you should go see it because you'll be surprised how much you like it. But Tiki Room is, again, another Walt Disney classic. If you want to know what Disney was really all about, go and see the Tiki Room because it's like his vision of what attractions and animatronics and everything should be. So, so there's just something magical about Tiki Room. Like when you go in there, all time and space seems to stop and you're just like enjoying these birds, these animatronic birds singing. But it really transports you to a different time. Tiki Room won it for me.
All right, awesome. Tiki Room is also a place where you, like, the best thing about Tiki Room, I think, is, like, that you get to be involved in what's happening. Like, they encourage you to join in.
They encourage
you to
sing.
sing. And it's just fun. It's fun for all ages, And I loved, I think we took the Keys to the Kingdom tour, and did we go down and we kind of saw like the door to the room where Tiki Room is like controlled behind, I think.
Maybe, yeah.
And or I've just like seen it in a book and behind the scenes or whatever, but like it's like a techno person's fantasy to like see that room and see all the like millions of levers and things that control all the birds and stuff. And sure, it's like maybe it's a little outdated. Maybe some of the animatronics don't quite work as they used to, but it's an amazing show. And we were also super surprised going to Disneyland and seeing that there was like extra music that we hadn't heard, like a whole
there's
other
like an
verse.
extended version. Yeah.
And so it's just it's an amazing show, and we do love PhilharMagic. Sometimes, most times, one of your lenses doesn't really work. Like looking
Everyone
at the
thinks
thing.
it's the glasses. I don't know. Because you hear everyone coming out, they're like, my glasses didn't work.
Oh, no, that's right. I feel like
there's
last
something
time we were
going
there,
on with the screen.
one of the cameras must be off
Yeah.
just a little bit.
Because everyone's like,
yeah, everyone's rubbing their
my
thing.
eye did. Yeah, it's funny.
And while I do have some fun memories of going in there and burping in strangers' faces, Tiki Room was the win for me as well. So
There's something I was going to say about Tiki Room and I forgot. Oh, the Sherman Brothers wrote the
That's right.
music, so
Mhm.
like you can't get much better than that.
yeah, Shermy Wermies, they're the best. And lastly, in this round, we have Tough to Be a Bug. It's Tough to Be a Bug versus the Rivers of Light.
Oof.
And we're specifying it's the original Rivers of Light.
Not the We Are One show.
Yeah, which is like the America's Choice Rivers of Light. Sorry, if you don't know what that means. It means like off-brand, not quite as good. So, I mean, I feel like we used to kind of avoid It's Tough to Be a Bug just because like, it's whatever,
Well, the park hours at Animal Kingdom used to be so short.
Right. And
that,
it
like,
wasn't high priority.
Right, we had so many other things we needed to do and shows to see.
But like, it's not like a terrible show that we would actively avoid now. I mean, we watched A Bug's Life in like our Pixar viewings, and we forgot how great it is.
It's cute.
It's very cute, and this show is cute. It is cute. But it's up against the original Rivers of Light, which, God, the show, like, I mean, I say that we get emotional watching just like the things at Magic Kingdom, like, the nostalgia, the classic feel, whatever. I get emotional watching and listening to Rivers of Light just because, like, for some reason it makes you feel like so hopeful and so connected to like the world around you, and you just love like being a part of the planet, like, and feeling like all the people are one, and it's just, I don't know, it's an amazing show. It's inspiring, and Rivers of Light had to be my win for this one.
Yeah, It's Tough to Be a Bug is another one of those shows that if you haven't seen it or you haven't seen it in a long time, you should go back.
Yeah, you should.
It's fun. Be mindful you don't want to bring really young children to it because there are some scary elements, but there's some fun surprises that are like, even if you know what the surprises are, you get to hear everybody else experience them for the first time, which is really funny. But yeah, Rivers of Light, it was an amazing show. I know it got mixed reviews, but the music was beautiful. The message was really important. I'm sad to see it go, and that's the one I picked as well.
Awesome. All right, so only one coin cost that whole time.
All right, we're going to take a quick break to come up with our second picks, and then we'll be back.
Yeah.
All right, we're back. Round 2. Stefan's going to kill me for this.
Oh, no.
Okay, so the first round is Illuminations versus Festival of the Lion King, which I think was the hardest matchup we've had.
So hard.
Because our love for these shows is tantamount to everything else.
Our love for each other.
Yeah. So go with me here. I picked Festival of the Lion King because I feel like I've had my time to mourn Illuminations. I knew it was going away. We made a trip out to make sure we saw it for the last time. And I've made my peace, although I'm not happy about it. I've made my peace with the fact that it's gone. Right?
Wow.
Festival.
It's a first.
Yeah. Festival of the Lion King was stolen from us. Without us realizing that, like, the last time I saw it was going to be the last time I might ever see it. And that is extremely painful. And I thought to myself, if given the choice, would I want to see Festival of the Lion King or Illuminations right now? I would choose Festival of the Lion King just to be able to see it one last time before, who knows if it's ever going to come back. So Festival of the Lion King was it was an emotional choice. I went with my heart, and that's what came out. So Festival of the Lion King.
Okay, I understand your reasons completely. Festival of the Lion King was something that it's in the Festival of the Lion King theater, basically. Like, there's nothing else that would go there. There's no like other show to replace that stage area. Whereas, you know, Illuminations, the lagoon is prone to, like, you can have any show there, basically. It's not like a themed spot, so I understand that. I just kind of, I went with emotion too, but it was more like, you know, the memories and the connection there. I love both these shows incredibly, and I'm just thinking about it in a world where they're both not here, and equally I can't see them again, at least right now. I don't know what's happening in the future with Festival, but as of right now they're not either there, and I just I've accepted that we can't see Illuminations, but I miss it a lot, and it's also kind of nostalgia, just like thinking back to those early trips and those early days, and our wedding, and I mentioned that a million times, and unfortunately I have to pick Illuminations. So,
well, either way,
yeah,
it's a win.
Okay,
Whichever one comes out,
right.
It's okay.
Siri, please flip a coin. She says tails.
Hey!
You won.
I won this one.
How about that? I don't know why she's not speaking right now. I have all the volume up on everything, but she's not saying
Hope you're not
anything.
mad. I'm sorry.
Why would I be mad?
I don't know. I'm having like pickers or morsels.
I'm not mad.
Ooh.
Just disappointed. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so next we have Happily Ever After. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Versus Indiana Jones. And I don't feel like it's rude to say this is obvious, but I feel like it kind of is. Happily Ever After is like the best. No,
Yeah.
I'm just like, compared to Indiana Jones is also awesome, yes, but it doesn't have like the same connection that we have with Happily Ever After, and we've mentioned a million reasons why.
Yeah.
For Happily, and that's my choice.
Me too.
Good.
Easy.
Easy choice there, yeah.
This one was also easy for me. Hollow Wishes versus Beauty and the Beast. I think I've already talked about why Beauty and the Beast is not my favorite show. And my love of Hollow Wishes. So Hollow Wishes was the winner for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like blazing through here, but even though I won Beauty and the Beast, I'm so sorry. Would you have chosen Hollow Wishes over Fantasmic?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so either way, Hollow Wishes. Hollow. And then finally we have Tiki versus Rivers of Light.
This was tricky.
This was tricky. I love how like the first and the last one were super tricky. I eventually went with my gut. I said Tiki Room. It was just one of those things where it's like, if you could only see one ever again, which one would you choose? And I chose Tiki Room. Rivers of Light, we love. I mean, it's already gone, so like that kind of also makes the decision easy. But like Tiki Room, I would see it right now if I could.
Yeah.
If I could be there and singing with it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree. I also picked Tiki Room. I also feel like in the back of my mind, I was always prepared for Rivers of Light to go away because I know it wasn't anyone's favorite, and the fact that within a year they changed it and it still wasn't what people wanted, so I kind of knew it was on its way out. But if they ever got rid of Tiki Room, I would... I want to say something,
down.
but yeah. I was going to say that, and then I was like, maybe I shouldn't say that. But things would not be good.
You would build it again.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
there you go.
So, Tiki Room, it is.
Awesome. Now,
It's a classic.
look what we've done.
All right, quick break. We'll be back.
Yeah.
All right, it was quick. We're back.
Quick. Yeah.
Okay, Stefan's gonna kill me again.
Am I? Oh, God. I was forcing myself not to look over at you. Okay. There we go, folks.
You underestimate how much I love Lion King.
Here we go, folks.
So it was Festival of the Lion King versus Happily Ever After. I went with Festival of the Lion King again.
I'm guessing what your reasons are. I'm not going to say it, but go for it.
Well, yes, I love Happily Ever After. But if there was a trip where I didn't see it, it wouldn't be the end of the world for me. And to be 100% honest, would I make a special trip down to see Happily Ever After if it were ending? I don't know, maybe. But if Festival of the Lion King, if I knew Festival of the Lion King was going out, I would make a special trip to go and see it. And that was the deciding factor for me. It was like, which one would I like sacrifice to go see, basically? And it was Festival of the Lion King. So.
Wow.
And I feel like I get these like ideas in my head, and so like I go with it. I'm like, Festival of the Lion King, yeah. And then I'm probably gonna watch this back in 2 days and be like, why didn't you pick Happily Ever After? Like, what were you thinking? But like right now in my head, it's like Festival of the Lion King.
Well, I think it's part of it is, I mean, I've mentioned a million times how Happily Ever After is like, there's the emotional connection there. I know that you also have a special connection with Festival of the Lion King because of the inclusion that they have in that part of the show where they bring the kids out and, kids with disabilities, and it's a very special moment in the show. I did choose Happily Ever After, however, just,
It was a tough choice.
It was really tough.
I don't blame you.
And I know that another reason for you is, it's so fresh that it was taken away. And if you could choose to see it one last time, you absolutely would. And so would I. Honestly.
There's not a trip that we take that we don't make sure we go see Festival of the Lion King. Like, even if I'm like, oh my God, we only have one more chance to see this show. We're going, like, forget Flight of Passage. We have to go to Festival of the Lion King. We make sure we see it every time.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh. So now I feel bad.
Oh.
I was just kidding. Festival of the Lion King. Okay, so let me try this.
All right.
I was wrong about Silent Bud.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. Siri, please flip a coin.
Tails.
Well, she yelled that one.
Yeah, she did yell it. Excuse me.
It? Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. It probably didn't deserve to go as far as it did, but...
Oh, I think it did. It deserves to go wherever it wants to go. Then up next we had Hallowishes versus Tiki Room. And I think if you can guess based off of what we were all saying about Tiki Room and how, oh no, just strong our verbiage was. We loved Hallowishes. Yeah, it was a great show. But Tiki Room had to win. It really did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah.
I do know what to do.
I know what you do.
I did it already.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean...
No way, really?
What?
You're picking the same one.
I am. Well, so...
You've been Happily Ever Afters...
I have, but
boy toy
here's the
this whole...
Boy toy.
This whole episode.
I mean, sugar daddy. Tiki has been up against show, or up against, like, basically like fireworks show, against fireworks show, and what, I'm gonna suddenly be like, oh, I'll give up Tiki Room for another fireworks show? I can't.
I don't know.
I can't do it. Tiki is so integral to what Disney is, It's the original. Like it is the spawn of all Disney park stuff. So I have to choose Tiki.
Oh no.
Yep.
All right. So if you remember from our last episode, Wishes in a nail-biting decision between Finding Nemo the musical and Wishes. Wishes won.
Yeah.
So now we have Wishes against Tiki Room. And this is our final winner, folks.
Yeah.
One of these two.
I'm not looking at what you're doing.
I looked at what you did.
Did you? Did you write based on what I did?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I was circling it as I looked.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, I'm giving it away because I literally
You already gave this.
I said it 100 times now. I can't.
You gave this explanation already.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if it was up against. Well, no, because. Well, yeah, Finding Nemo the musical. I don't know.
Yeah, that would have been hard for me, I think.
Yeah. But.
Because if we had done this bracket after we found out that Finding Nemo the musical was never coming back, I wonder how far Finding Nemo the musical would have made it.
I mean, it did make it. Almost.
Yeah, well, yeah. But I wonder if I would have picked it over Wishes, knowing what I know now.
We might have flipped for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, so we actually agree.
We agree. It's Tiki Room.
It's Tiki Room.
Which, I mean, I'm happy with that.
I'm surprised by the outcome of this.
Yeah.
I really thought it was going to be
shows.
Wishes versus Happily Ever After.
Oh, you did? Oh.
But it wasn't.
That would have been tough. I think you would have chosen Happily. I would have chosen Wishes.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I might have picked.
I feel like that's
Might have
something we've
picked
discussed in
Wishes.
the past. Well, either way,
What
we
if
would
it
have
were
agreed then.
Finding Nemo versus Festival of the Lion King?
I would choose Festival of the Lion King because this is so sad to say. I love Finding Nemo, but I've never fallen asleep during Festival of the Lion King.
Ooh, that's a sick burn on Finding Nemo.
But I mean, I'm not wrong. It's uncomfortable.
I think it's impossible to fall asleep during Festival of the Lion
Yeah.
King though, because there's so much audience participation.
I wonder if
you
you
have
would
to
get
be
called
ready
out.
to like roar or be the elephant or whatever, like at any moment.
Yeah.
Whereas there's no audience participation in Finding Nemo the musical, and it's longer, I think.
Yeah.
Not sure though. I can't be 100% positive on that, but I feel like it's longer.
But yeah, Tiki Room was the winner.
Tiki
How
Room's the
about
winner.
that, folks? That's very exciting.
Unbelievable.
Took a few weeks, and Tiki
Hopefully it was worth it
pulled
for
it
you.
out. Yeah.
If you're watching this video and you want to let us know your choice or how you felt about our choices, comment below. We'd love to see which one, which bracket you would have made, and who would have been your final winner.
Here's something I can do. I haven't done this in previous episodes, and I'm just thinking, why haven't I done this before? When I post for this episode, I'm going to be posting our results in a picture or whatever, but I'll also post like a blank with just the options there. So if you feel like you want to go through yourself and go through them. So
Yeah, and let us
it'll be
know.
easier for you.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. So that is our show, episode 45 done. There you go. Thank you so much for joining us today. You can find us on our website at www.mouseearsandwishes.com, or we're on Instagram at @mouseearsandwishes. We hope you enjoyed our show today, and if you are listening via Apple Podcasts, please rate and review us on iTunes. And if you are watching us on YouTube, please like our video and subscribe if you haven't already, and this just helps us get noticed by other Disney lovers like you.
And, as I mentioned earlier, if you're looking for someone to help you plan your next Disney, Universal, cruise line vacation, I am a certified travel expert with Magical Vacation Planner, so you can reach out to me at j.darmiento@magicalvacationplanner.com, or you can visit my Facebook page at www.facebook.com/JenniferMVP. And of course, we'll link all this information in the description down below, as well as our show notes for this episode. So until next time, have a great week, everybody. Remember to continue to wear your masks and
Keep on wishing.